Assemble. Hey, what's up, fellow summoners? It's Gus here again, and today I bring you a very exciting video for me because it's the first one of this kind for my channel, and I'm just doing a war video. Nothing too crazy, but I just wanted to do a war video, and my top 3 champions are going to be OG Vision, Beardo, or as you guys, if you guys don't know, is Captain Infinity War, Captain America Infinity War, and Blade. For this matchup, I was facing a Juggernaut, and he, the buff that he has here is just Spiked and Unstoppable. He toggles with those. Once he gets those buff, he fights more aggressive. Good thing that I brought Beardo here. However, I make a little mistake here. Pretty close. I think it's this one that I make it here. I let go of it because it's Unstoppable trigger. He's Unstoppable buff triggered, and I didn't account for that. I wasn't really expecting that to trigger so fast, but it triggers like every like every 9 seconds or something like that. But as long as you have a regular, your kinetic charges, which are going to be below Infinity War, Captain America Infinity War HP bar, you're good, which is the blue shield representation envelope right there. But this was a pretty easy fight, pretty easy time with this guy. And here, just a little hit, a block, and there you go, out of the way. On this path, I was in path 4, so I'm moving right along. The same buff is gonna apply for the next champion that is coming up. I forget who it was, the guys that we were fighting. But I think they were Mr. Something. So right here, I'm going to be fighting a Black Bolt. Again, he had Spike. And I was just like, oh, defensive tactic. Oh, they picked defensive tactics for, I forget, Bolkart. The Alliance picked the defensive tactic. Bolkart is a new feature that you can do in Season 11. And Metal Defenders are immune to armor break. So that's kind of like anti-Corvus, if you think about it. So any champion that has attack metal, they're gonna correct me if I'm wrong, but they're gonna be anti armor break. On this one, it's the same deal. Spike, you gotta hit into it. He's gonna be fighting more aggressive, so he's gonna be super easy to bait the special ones. I should have evaded that. Actually, I didn't. Just looking back at it for the first time. And I'm just gonna, with Blade, I'm just gonna definitely just spam special one and make him bleed as much as I can, so that bleed can go down as fast as possible, and we get this guy out of here as fast as possible as well. Easy fight. Nothing really here to see. Yeah, I evaded that. Hit him again. I should have fired it. Especially there it goes. Fire out the special one. Evade that special one. So here, round and round we go, and then I just end them with a special 2. And that was another easy fight for that one. Thank you, the B-Sums Alliance. I had to wait here because they were still linked. I wanted to check out to see if I could take them, knotted, but I was like, it's a nihilist. I'm not gonna take that. I'm not going to take that risk. Here I switch the second path. I switch on to section 8. This is a little bit of hard fight for me because I'm still getting used to section 8, and you have heal block here. You got close encounters. While close encounter to the defender, the attacker regenerates 1% of their max health every second. While far away from the defender, the attacker degenerates 3% of their max health every second. Hurt Locker, which is, I think is, at first it got me because you can't do the same attack twice, so you gotta alternate. So if you do your special one, you do your special one at first, and you gotta alternate to your special 2, and then you go back to your special 1, so you can't do the same attack twice. So on this one, I take a little bit of damage, I'm not gonna lie. I take that there because I'm like thinking about the close encounter. I don't want to degenerate because I'm right now I'm gaining 141 health But when I degenerate for 355. So, and now I have heal block. So I'm like taking unnecessary damage for no reason on this path. And it would have been great to have brought Void, but I have Beard on this one. He tried to apply that judgment, but it fell off. Well, actually it did, never mind. So I don't know what the number 2 symbol is. I think that's the Hurt Locker symbol, which I did my special 2, and I cannot do a special 2 again. So I don't know, did I fire it off here? I might have fired it off here. See all the damage that I'm taking for it. Like I'm playing like it's total King Scrub right here, guys. The King Scrub is applied. The only reason why I didn't take any more damage on that one, I should have not fired my special 2, it was because I ended him. But had I not ended him, I would have taken a lot of damage from the Hurt Locker debuff. On this one is X23. The same thing applies. The same things apply. So you got close encounter, improved power gain, championship boost. I would have used Beardo again, but he was low on health, and I was like, you know what? Let's just take our boy, our best champion, our MVP, OG Vision, Plague Mine, which is great for me because all I gotta do is just spam special 1, then rotate to special 2, and call it a day. So here it is. I'm trying to be careful because of the different buff that you get. She's healing a little bit, which is 69, 67. It's very inconsistent. I just power block her and heal block her at the same time. So that takes like 95% of her little act, and she went indestructible. Whatever. I just stay close to her because it's a close encounters. So my health is back to 100%. Again, I'm just playing it close to the vest here. I'm doing a much better job with this one just because it's just close encounters. Close encounters. You stay as close as you can. If you need to, block as much because you're gaining health. So it was an easy fight. She was out of the way, out of there. I think this was like around midnight for me. I was gonna let me read this this buff again. I was just like, I'm curious about this red Omega Red. I could take it easily down with my vision, but he was not it. So in this fight, like when I woke up, one of the guys was taking a flight, and he's like, "Hey, bro, taxi me." I'm like, "All right, bro." And he went ham. He took out 3 people all at the same time by himself. Lost barely any health.
It will be easier if you don't resist, and less dangerous.
Who are you? What do you want with us?
My name is Sinister. Mr. Sinister.
Play terrible. So here I'm just trying to stop him from healing all his regenerating from all my critical hits. I took like 3 punches to the face. I'm a little nervous. I'm not fighting good. Should have been fighting better, but I'm trying to punch him, trying to make sure that I don't get hit, like always. Just trying to bait him. There you go, heavy hit. Oh, he decks that out of the way. I dex out of the way too. Like my palms are sweaty on this fight. Like what in the world? Why isn't this guy going down as fast as I want him to? I heal block him, but he couldn't regenerate. So then I got hit there because I was trying to do an intercept. So I do a successful intercept. I hit him again. He'll block him, which is great. Stops him. Like OG Vision is a great matchup against this guy. I'm just not playing the best fight that I can fight. So I'm very nervous. I'm not trying to take down the boss. Again, I'm in the rush. Then I got people texting me in the middle of the fight, which I should have turned off my notifications. Probably it was a little earlier. Somebody's texting me at that time, probably like around 11 maybe. So it's not that late for me. It's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. Playing terrible. I should have been like again. Just trying to bait him, but he's being very defensive. I can't really, parry him. So there it is. I fire off my special 3 in the hope that it will stop that regeneration, because it's all about him stopping his regen, which it did a little bit. But every time I hit a crit, like I was like, dude, don't hit crits. Like the one time I don't want you to hit crits, you're hitting crits every other punch. that was perfect because I didn't hit no crits there. You saw that, and he took a lot of damage. I was like, yes, great. And then I started hitting crits. I was like, come on. It's like, don't hit crits. And I was just like, okay, I'm playing scared right now. It's like I'm low on health. I haven't used any items so far yet, which is great. Hit him there. Perfect parry, dude. I mean, perfect intercept, actually. I'm trying to avoid him. Getting a little bit braver because I was like, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, whatever. You know, let's do as much damage as possible. We got 25 seconds on the clock. He's not gonna go down on time because I was lollygagging in the first half of the match. I was playing terrible. I was getting hit left and right. Here I am. I should have intercepted him there. I took too long, and then I went for the late intercept, and he just slapped me to the floor. I should have stayed alive a little bit more. So I was like, all right, whatever. One death. It's okay. Let me try it again. This Mr. Sinister, I got this dude. Whatever. So I was thinking, it's like maybe if I heavy spam with Blade. Blade is actually doing a pretty good, decent job because of the bleed. So on this one, it took me a little bit of time, I guess. But I'm playing a little bit better. I have more confident. Finally, I see a special, so I gotta get used to that now because with OG Vision and there was no specials coming out of Mr. Sinister at all. So I'm just like, okay, you got me on that one, whatever. I got the regeneration from Blade, so that's my backup if I make little mistakes. That's why Blade is so good for like players of my calibers, like mid-tier, higher tier, but not the highest tier, because if you make a mistake, he helps you so much. Like right now, I made a huge mistake on my Dex, right? So I'm bleeding. He applied the bleeds that I had on him back to me, and I'm bleeding once again. I'm bleeding. So I'm like, let me regenerate. Let me make sure that I keep this fight better. I'm having a little bit of setback right here, right now. So finally, I started playing a little bit better. So same thing. Just I gotta get used to now the specials because, again, with Petition, I didn't have it. So once I get used to the specials, there it is. That's no problem. It's just an adjustment process that I have to do. And then I get into my mood, and he's just bleeding. I should have intercepted it. I don't know why I didn't do it. And then there, intercept. There you go. Bound. Wait for him like a little bit. And then I'm regenerating back to 54%. 56, slowly. There, I should have actually went in there. Thankfully, I got lucky that he didn't hit me. See, you guys, the dexterity is on point now. Not getting anything hitting me back. No reflection, no damages or anything like that. But the time is looking a little low. He's at 26%. The only reason why he keeps going down passively is because of the bleeds. I wanted to apply more, but he's playing now. He's really passive. Like he knows that he's in the danger zone. I guess Mr. Sinister. It's like the AI knows. And he tried to get me there with a bait special one to intercept. But I was lucky enough that I had enough time. Once again, he tried to get me. My dexterity is on point now. He's not gonna get me with that. I got 32 seconds. It's looking kind of bleak. Only gotten him down 3% from like 20 seconds ago, which is nothing. So I'm getting pretty frustrated with him, really. So I'm now being a little bit more aggressive. It's like, okay, you applied the bleeds back to me, whatever. So I'm now like, okay, 14 seconds, let's do it. 12 seconds. He's being really annoying. So I'm just like, I'm gonna go all out, whatever. Because if I time out, I'm gonna lose my champion anyway. So I'm at 21%, and I just like, whatever. I'm gonna lose anyways. It was gonna be timed out. So that's why I took 2 deaths.
I'm in danger.
To the boss champion, which was Mr. Sinister. Mr. Sinister is no easy walk in the park, so there's that. But yeah, guys, I was frustrated because I was like, man, I could have ended him, but I didn't. And I was gonna go with Beardo. I was like, no, let me not. So I decided not to. I looked around. But yeah, that was the end for this season 1. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope to catch you on the next one. Peace.
Caught in the crossfire. It's caught
caught in the crossfire.